Hey, here at Woodrow Wilson, Van Meter Stadium with Elijah Waller, one of the seniors on this year's Flying Eagle team. And Elijah, I was talking to your coach, Streets, already. You said you play everything. I guess you probably play a little line if you had to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, everything's kind of the same, you know, different ways with different plays. You just got to just learn anything you can.
So you will play some at quarterback. You will play some at, and I asked Trey, I said, be honest with me, he's really going to play these. You feel comfortable playing quarterback, receiver, and running back in the same game?
Any position you want me to play, I'll play it.
Where did you get that mentality from? I mean, I'll play. You get guys that are strictly running backs, especially quarterbacks. They may have started at a position, but once they get into quarterback, that's what they do. Where did you get that mentality that I play all three?
I mean, whenever I was playing for Southwest, the only thing I did was really whatever they told me to. So if I had to run the ball, I'd run the ball. If I had to throw it, I'd throw it. If I needed to just hand the ball off, I'd be there to hand it off.
Is there any position you feel more comfortable in than the others? Is there one thing I think I do this better than the other skill sets that I need to do these other positions?
Any position on defense, really. You know, that's just kind of my strong suit. The offense, I'll get out there, do what I have to do. But defense, it's like second nature. Anything that happens, I'm there.
So you can play D-back, corner, safety. You can play linebacker if you need to.
Yeah, anything they want me to play, I'll play it.
Now let me ask you, if they actually came to you and said, we want you to play nose guard.
I'll play it. I mean,
have you ever done that?
Nah, my brother used to though. So I mean, I asked him for a nice couple tricks and stuff, you know, put up my sleeve.
You guys had a real strong run game last year. Now most of those guys have graduated. I think all the guys that had some kind of yardage over 200 or more, they're all gone.
Yeah.
How do you replace that? Being the running back part of you, how do you guys replace that weapon that you had, that part of the arsenal, with all that rush yardage?
With them being leaders last year, they was kind of showing the JV how to run it, get in the cut, get out the cut, when to cut and when not to cut, you know, simple things like that. And whenever you have people like that, it just all becomes like, it's all like a little moving train. Everybody just keeps going.
Do you feel like this running back core can replace those numbers? And like I said, I think the team rushed for over 3,000 yards.
Yeah. I mean, we could, if we want to pass it, we could pass it. If we want to run it, we could run it. Honestly, it's just whatever coach want to do, we'll do it.
Not a lot of passing yardage last year because you guys didn't need to attempt to pass it because you ran the ball so well. I think the team ran for 300 in the playoff game. Do you see more passing this year with Devin Richardson, maybe yourself, maybe Redfern? I think there's another guy, Hamrick, in the mix.
Yeah.
Do you see you guys being able to pass?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like our pass game might be a little bit stronger than our run game this year. If we pass the ball, we could pass for it. I don't know.
What's the first thing Woodrow needs to do this year to improve? You guys were 6-5. You went to the playoffs. What do you need to do to get over the hump and beat some of the predominantly better teams that are on your schedule?
Being able to play when it comes down to it. We've always had close games, but in the second half we let them run away. In the second half we gotta still come outside. We still gotta come out and play like we're trying to win the game.
You guys were able to score on Huntington. Like I said, you had 300 yards. So I guess between the red zone, you guys were able to make some yardage. Does that give you guys that they won the state championship? Does that give you guys some momentum heading into the season? You were able to put up those numbers?
I mean, honestly, we don't care about those numbers last year. I mean, Coach always says the front mirror is always larger than the back. You know, there's a reason for that. You're never supposed to look out the rearview mirror. You're supposed to keep going forward. So with this year, we just plan to keep going forward and do our thing, be our own Beckley football team.
What are your expectations for this year's team?
Win more games and be more of a family than last year.
You switched to the 4-3 defense. You said that your best positions are on defense. What do you think of the 4-3? Does it fit what you guys do?
I feel like it fits us. I feel like it fits us better to stop teams to what we've allowed them to do all these years. You know.
Back to your Southwest days. What positions did you play then?
I played free safety, corner, running back, wide receiver, and sometimes quarterback.
So just about what you're doing now. You went on to middle school, same thing?
Same thing, except for I didn't play quarterback.
What you went to
Beckley Stratton.
Stratton, okay. And so you played all those positions except quarterback?
Yes, sir.
You get up here, and, I mean, were you just kind of waiting your time behind all those seniors for real? You feel like this is your year to shine no matter where you're at?
I mean, honestly, I've been here pretty long. I was coming around.
4 years go fast.
Yeah. I started actually coming here my 7th grade, going into 8th grade year, coming and working out with coach and stuff, you know. So I'm kind of used to the system, but I feel like, I mean, every season got to be a breakout season. It's just.
What made you do that? How many years as a 7th grader? Were there other guys doing it too, or did you just feel like you felt so close to the football program, that's what you wanted to do?
Coach Ray had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to come out to the practice, and ever since then, I was just there.
So you come in and you've been here for, this is your 5th year, 6th year?
Yes, sir.
You kind of feel like you were raised in the football program? I know Street was talking to you about it. You kind of feel like you were raised in the football program?
Yes, sir.
So why is Beckley football so important to you? You have family that played? Is it a family thing? Is it?
I have a couple uncles and great uncles that are on the wall over there. You know.
Who are they? Who are the guys?
My uncle, dang, I kind of forgot his name. Well, I forgot it. All of them had the same last name. That's the only thing I look for when I look at the wall. And all of them is Monroe's, you know.
So all the Monroes over there are related to you?
Yes, sir.
Is it your goal to maybe someday be on that wall with him?
Yes, sir.
I guess it's always been. Do you stop and look at it from time to time? I mean, what are your thoughts when you think of that?
I mean, that's a lot of great people who played here. You know, you gotta try and live up to their expectations instead of yours. You know, they expect more out of you than you would expect out of yourself.
Elijah, I appreciate talking to you today. Have a good season this year.
Thank you.